from the College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, and they are ready to cheer on the Texas A&M Aggies. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Power football with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. So, guys, where were you when Auburn and Texas A&M were going back and forth in that 4-overtime marathon last year?
I was glued to my TV set. Are you kidding me? That's one of the most memorable games, not just in the SEC, but in all in college football. 4 overtimes? David, if we can get half of what that game was last year, man, we are in for a fun one today.
When Jordan Hare was rocking, Auburn had so many close losses. It was finally that moment where they kind of put it together, got out to a great start, held on late, and made the plays late in the game. What a phenomenal game a year ago.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer, you got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the fourth down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Concepcion. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his...
There he goes! And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that now.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Hand off from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got a man, it's Singleton. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a great individual play, and I love quarterbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical. He impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Craver. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Reed. Finds his man. It's Owens. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Caught over the middle, it's Cobb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch, it's Cobb. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Setting up the screen. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it as a +42.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible. Allowing the pass rush to get upfield. And at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Gives it on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggie.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Back to throw, it's Daniels. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is broken up incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. Bounced off his feet.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Singleton. brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Daniels. He caught it. Lee gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Reed. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Owens. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw one interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. coming into this game. He wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
Wide receiver going in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Got it behind the line. It's Owens. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And he goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working good.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Reed. Here's a heat. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 18 to Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Daniels. That's caught, it's Singleton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Back to pass on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the tight end. Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Reed. Catch in the middle, it's Owens. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Crosses the 45. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up.
Breaks away in the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 2nd down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field.